back to the third and final day of the Hondo here in Phoenix. We're talking to the team, and one of the things it seems like we keep hearing is how this is a place you can belong before you believe. We see people that walk in the doors, and the second they walk through the door, regardless of their history of the sport, how much they know about it or don't know about it, it seems like we keep running into people that are like, man, the minute I walked through the door, I felt like I belonged. And then learning and getting to know more, watching the athlete, artist integration, their integration with the fans, doing some mic'd up stuff for later. There's never been anything in my life that we've seen like that. This show may be a continuation of that. We wanted you guys to get to meet the people you're going to see compete tonight. We don't want you to just watch an event. If you're new to it, every run kind of looks the same. Every horse sort of looks the same with different colors. It can just turn into a blur. We want you to understand the names and the personalities and the people behind who you're going to see, so that when they go, you're like, wait, I feel like I know that person. So that being said, I want you to know, before we go any further, I have made a giant mistake. Because as much as I've been teasing Kennedy, I look at the table and I'm like, who put me in charge? We do not, I'm outnumbered. So I'm going to introduce you to people that I trust are about to be very sweet and kind and professional and polite, except for Haley. Kennedy,
hey,
take it away. You want to do the introductions?
Sure. Okay. I don't even know if I can give a proper introduction to either one of these gals. Their resumes really go beyond my description. So let's talk about Emily Beisel first. This beautiful redhead. Have you ever seen a ginger so beautiful, by the way? I want to say that first and foremost.
Oh,
beautiful on the inside as well, just as sweet as she is beautiful. And at that, one of the most talented horsewomen I have ever seen in the barrel racing world. So been to the finals many a time, has a great arsenal of really wonderful horses she's going to be running tonight. Same thing with Haley. Great trailer full of horses. We'll have to talk more about that in a minute, actually. I'm going to leave that can of worms for later. Haley Kinsel over here, same thing. You guys, when we talk to the world champions, like, this is the best of the best. So I'm talking all-star team of barrel racers. So best girls we could hear from today, and great personalities, too, like Jordan's saying. So we're excited for you to get to know them.
First question, who's y'all's least favorite barrel racer?
Hard hitting.
What did you say?
Yeah, have you ever entered?
She said hard. No. Tell me, I want to know a little bit. I got the story a little bit, but when we talk about integrating with artists, contestants, the fan interface, things like that, this is the place where instead of keeping it siloed, they've really made a priority to try to make everybody feel like that they're a part of something as the overall, right? I got a little bit of the story, but the thing that was significant to me, and I want you guys to go into it, is not only did you guys go backstage for Kid Rock, which people have done that before. Contestants have been a part of concerts before. That part's not new. It's that the founders were the ones that made sure they personally took interest. The founders of the Hondo came to the contestants. They do a great job with their investors. We have some of the best investors in the world. They're well taken care of. We have some of the best professionals at an executive level that are handling that. But that's not where the only focus is. They've put you guys on equal playing field with the artists, the investors. Everybody is valued kind of at the same. Can you describe why that's different, being taken up there by the founders of this entire organization?
I think it just means more, frankly, that we're not just told you are allowed to be here, you can come in here, bring one family member type thing. We're told, what do you need? What do you want? Do you want to go see the concert? What do you want to do? Last night, we're down there, and I am so hoarse from yelling during Kid Rock and talking, having so much fun. And Brad comes down there.
I heard it sounded beautiful.
It sounded so amazing, especially when I was
video.
singing. And, so Brad comes down there and goes, y'all want to go backstage? I'm down there with Red. And we're like, yeah, absolutely.
But it was his idea?
It was his idea. He comes and grabs us and goes, you've got to see this.
Brad, who's the contestant guy here at the Hondo. So it was his idea. He initiated it.
His idea. And he's got his pass, and his pass gets one more person in, and we're standing at the security deck. I push her. I said, go, have fun. Cord ducks his head around the corner and goes, no, you too. And I go with Cord, and
Cord,
we both
the other
went up
founder
there.
who oversees the rodeo.
Yes. Like the people, the voices, the faces that we hear from all year are the same voices and faces actually doing the work and putting it on. And they're the same ones that literally run down at the end of the concert and grab us and go, you want to do something life-changing? And go up there and listen to Kid Rock just crack out his own new verse to Cody Johnson's song. I mean, we were there for that.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're not treated like just invited guests here. We're partners. Like, they want us here. They want us to enjoy it. They want us to reap all the benefits of what they're offering, all the different opportunities. I've never been backstage before, so no, I haven't. So that, I mean, and I love concerts, and so to get to enjoy that with all of our fellow contestants, and then for her and I to have that really cool moment, like you said, I mean, that was incredible. Like, that's never happened before, what Kid Rock was doing. And so anyway, it was definitely a moment that we'll remember forever.
On a more awkward note, we did get a email from Riley Green's team that said we've been getting a lot of DMs from Haley Kinsel. We just need to make sure that tonight backstage is sacred. This does not need to be a
Listen,
pitch.
I already found him and talked to him about it. I stole something from his team so that eventually I'm going to get arrested. Therefore, I'll have to meet him to give it back. That's what's going on in my head, right?
You're listing all the
And
things that are
this
going to
is
go on to the restraining order.
Absolutely, this
These
is
are all the things that are going to be
premeditated.
listed on the order to 300 feet.
100%. And that's what we were going for, is clarity. I like clarity and communication in a relationship. And so I just wanted to be upfrund about it with him just
a
from
good
the start.
foundation.
Haley
It's a
said,
good
Haley said,
foundation.
listen, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Exactly.
Hard way is I'm about to start stealing all your stuff. And I'm little. People think I'm safe. I'm not
No.
safe.
Everybody trusts me.
Dynamite
You'll
comes
learn.
in small
And
packages.
Haley's got that like, you guys, I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
They're like, they would believe her.
Have you seen her biceps?
That's why we
No,
keep them covered.
weirdo. What am I supposed to say?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Sure
she could
have.
flex on camera right now. I'm telling you. She could.
is all there.
That'd be really,
like her shirts
that'd
are
be
really
really
strong.
cool for the pre-show. To be like, can you flex your biceps? Okay.
Haley Kinsel's.
We'll
on.
save that
Just
for
know-
maybe next year, New Orleans.
That's in the those are in the DMs she's been sending to Riley. So you guys, friends outside of just the arena, it's easy for anybody that's bought a ticket tonight. It's going to be easy for them to look and see how your lives are very maybe different than their lived experience. What I think is cool is the way it's similar. What outside of the arena? How's rodeo the same?
And we're just people. That's the thing. Like, we're just people with. We've been very blessed with great horses and a gift. I feel like, to be able to be competitive and take these horses to new levels and showcase them at something like this. I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, I always remind Haley, I was like, to me, she's just Haley and I'm just Emily. And
Let me ask it a different way, because that is, I mean, if you took horses away, and I know it's a
Mm-hmm.
big part of your life, I get that. But if you took horses and trucks and trailers away, where do you experience a friendship with people outside the rodeo
Mm-hmm.
world that's like, oh my gosh, we do the same thing. It's different, but we go through that same experience. In what ways do you feel like you do connect with your friends that don't rodeo? Because it would be like if two lawyers are married, they have so much the same experience, they don't have to talk about it. But two completely different worlds, what do you find is the most often common ground that you run into people that are your age or your friend group?
I think the effort, just the work, it's very basic work to me. It's almost like we're at a 9 to 5 when we're at home. We take care of everything every day the same way everybody else does. We put our boots on the same way. For lack of a better term, we're simply working overtime, just like they are. You get home and you take care of the kids. I get off work, I get done riding, and I take care of the kids. My kids are the ones I just rode, but still, it's very similar as far as planning for. We were just talking about getting ready to go to Thanksgiving. We have the NFR starts 2 days later, but we have Thanksgiving with our families. I'm like looking for stuff for my niece while I'm out here in Phoenix. Like, I have a niece, just the same way
Sephora.
most people do.
Sephora.
Yeah.
Gift card at Sephora.
I told him that. You guys, he can't get credit for that.
I was gonna say, why does he just rattle that off?
Yeah.
We just learned too
He
much
didn't
about
do
you,
that 2
but
days ago.
put a little more foundation on next
You're
time. A little
proving
shiny.
what I said. This was a huge mistake. We're sorry, everyone. Cut the broadcast. You guys, this has been great.
Piggybacking off of that, what are some specific things about you guys? Do you have any funny hobbies people might not know about, or even little quirks, or maybe some superstitions or routines you have that people outside of the area?
I mean, I'm a ginger. Like, everything is all.
She's a wild card. This is
Yeah,
weird
absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, none of my family rodeos, so I am first generation on that aspect. I have 2 brothers. A lot of people don't know that. I'm in the middle. Grew up on a family farm. I just had a passion for animals growing up. We had a golden retriever. We didn't have cattle or anything, and I just loved horses, got the bug, and my babysitter is kind of the one who gave my parents a nudge and said, go ahead, we'll see how this goes. And so my advice for my parents is make sure to screen your babysitters, because this one has cost them a lot of money. A lot of money.
Words to live by.
100%. And Anyway, I went to college, got 2 bachelor's degrees. I'm a dental hygienist, so I still work, still do the prophy thing whenever I'm at home and not off rodeoing. So, I was like, I feel like I can relate pretty well.
Haley, would you mind giving us some insight? Because
Let me tell
the dental
you.
hygienist, it's like
It
they
is a
say you can
pain.
take the girl out of the country, can't take the country out of the girl.
You can't take the floss out of her hand. Yeah, so this girl, I'm learning. Okay, I'm doing my best, and I feel like I've recently learned like how to be a girl. I'm learning about like you got to get your skin peels and you got to do your this and that and this thing. So I thought I was really impressive because I brushed twice a day, right? And then I got these flossers, and she'd been telling me how important flossing is. Like I hate hauling with her. She's like, your teeth and don't crunch the ice and blah blah blah. And
Don't crunch the eyes.
so
That
I
is
get
like,
the flossers, and I'm
nail
so
on a
proud.
chalkboard.
I'm like shaking the bag, like Emily, I'm learning, and she goes, "That's a nice way to build the habit, but in reality, you need to get this cord because it wraps around the tooth." And I'm just like crushed because I wasn't gonna floss.
They didn't
I just
teach
wanted
us
to
this
show
in
her.
Catula.
No,
No.
literally.
I was like, yeah.
I'm still, like I said, I'm still learning and basic things like this, and she's just so hard on me. But anyways,
Just saving lives.
Do you think that you'll
one
ever-
tooth at a
Do
time.
you feel like that you'll ever grow out of being the fun police about teeth? Or
No,
do you
she
think
will
that's
not.
just-
No,
Is that a
I'm
question
pretty
for me?
passionate.
No,
Yeah,
she will
I'm
not.
pretty passionate.
She even knows. She's like,
Yeah,
I
no.
really believe in the teeth. Or
I
what.
do.
Do you
No.
feel like that when you meet somebody and you know they're not living up to their potential,
Yeah,
dentally speaking, do you find yourself, and this is a moment of honesty.
It is.
Do you find yourself like eyes are up here, just being like,
Yeah, it happens a lot. It really does. I'm like, I could really help you,
how
but-
would you? Okay, so walk us through how you're in the crowd. Somebody's like, I love you. I have red hair. I want to be you when I grow up. It's a fan experience. Absolutely nothing about teeth should ever enter into the equation, but you've got to say something.
Oh, God.
Walk us through that situation, how you're going to be gentle, you're going to be sweet, loving, supportive, all the things that we would expect you to pretend to be.
Oh my.
How does that conversation happen?
Stop.
Or Haley,
Stop. This is my turn. First of all, this is Emily the mayor, by the way. Everybody likes her. She's nice to everyone. She gets stuck talking everywhere, so we call her the mayor. So what the mayor would do is go over and introduce herself, be so nice, fun-loving, totally relate on every character, and
What's
get
the
into.
segue?
She's going to lead into. You're an Amazon gal? Oh my gosh, me too. Okay, so when you're on Amazon, there's this amazing deal on Sonicare, these toothbrushes, and I'm telling
Look
you,
how
they are
good
the
she's doing. Like,
easiest
I have her
Not
so
bad.
well trained.
that is not bad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
First
she's-
of all, I've got myself out of situations before speaking. Anyways, but I've watched this thing pivot a lot.
Do we have a Sonicare partnership brewing?
We
You have
should.
one in
We
place?
should. I know. You know what?
get a
I was
hole
like, there's some
somewhere.
room somewhere.
I'd
We
find a
could
room.
work on
Yeah, Your
this.
shoulder, on your left shoulder
Yep.
needs some love, so
Yes,
we can do that.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm here for
There's
it.
got to be like a red hair, white teeth tagline.
I
Something
know.
that just.
I know.
gosh,
See,
we're
we could
putting
add
that
that
on
to
the
the
shirt.
shirt. Yes.
Anyways.
Would you like to?
Oh, absolutely.
Are we-
So
are we
this
rolling
is
this out?
this is mine, and by the way, I have a patent pending, so don't even try. But I am doing a silhouette version of her face on a shirt with the cowboy hat. Hair is flying. Everything's black and white except the hair is red. But now
No, we have
the
white.
teeth are white. So thank you.
So
for
we may
that.
have to do a little color contrast
We're
too,
gonna
because
do
we
a
want the
little-
teeth to really
right.
stick out, the red hair to stick out.
red lips.
How
and
hard is it?
red
How hard is it to
hair.
put one of those like little glitter shimmer, like the shing?
I mean,
all that
I've done
stuff?
it with like the
Yeah.
the draw and paint. You know what I mean? Like I'll just go through and each one little sparkly nail polish.
Talk about that. We did a podcast, and you were talking about when you were first cracking out. You still had this like very established college life, like this college group. You were talking, and I think what stands out to me is this is probably an experience that a lot of people are living also, and it's interesting to me to be like, wait, yes, you're Haley Kinsel, but like, I remember those years, or I'm living those years right now. You said that during the American, and I can't remember all the details. It was super interesting, but most of the
Clearly.
details. But
Really struck a
that
chord
you
with
had
you.
made like they'd made like a cake or something when you won the American. So here's the American, and you win it, and you go home, and your friends, being college kids, like the way this isn't like a corporate level celebration. They got take it from there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So it was a Sunday that I won that, and I had class at 8 a.m. Monday morning, number one. So I drove back to Bryan, got my horse put away. When I got there, my like housemates, we lived at this conglomerate of horse and barn dominium place. They were all at my house with these very Walmart handmade signs, congrats, taped everywhere, balloons blown up in my house, just done by
So
my
cute.
friends. And I mean, it's midnight. Like, they're up waiting for me to get home. And then the next day, I had class. We had our regular Bible study group Monday nights. It met at my house, and we also tied goats at this Bible study, so it was a little bit of a
You're a
hybrid.
goat
A bit of, oh, boy, back in my
You can
day.
flank a goat?
So they were bigger than me, but I had a lot of leverage.
It's all about
So,
technique.
Exactly. Center of
Haley
gravity
looks like
is
a goat
important for
ribbon
me.
puller, and then she's flanking it.
Okay, I'm more talented than I look, first of all. Second, we tie our goats. We go in to do the Bible study. They surprise me with this cookie cake that they got made. Right after that, I go to like the mall in College Station, walking through there, and there's a cookie cake display, probably the place they got it. And they had done one, congrats to Haley, Gig'em, and just to put in the display. They did leave the I out of my name, but it was a barrel racer, and I was like, that's me.
It's misspelled, and you're like, oh, that'd be cool if that had been for me.
I know.
Misspelled.
I did. I was kind of like, what is this? And they go, well, that girl that goes to school here that won that $500,000, like, we wanted to do that for her for the display. And I was like, can I have that? They said, no, it's 8 days old.
Did you buy it anyway?
I didn't buy it anyway.
It's college.
I was
You-
in college.
You
like,
eat 8-day-old cookies if you can afford them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
If you can afford it,
I had
that's
just
not
won
bad.
a lot, and I was still very much like, I can't pay for that. I'm in college.
You should just show them your ID and be like, it's for me.
I mean, she was like, that's cool, congrats, but like, you know, HR, we can't really do that. I'm going to get you sick.
You guys, I've got great news, except unless you're Kennedy. We have actually got John Krimber getting ready to jump on, and we are going to turn the tables, Kennedy. But I want to tell you
Boys
guys,
versus girls.
thank you guys on a lot of levels. Thank you guys, first of all, for jumping on the schedule changes and all the things that go into things like this, but just for kind of accepting the role of ambassador in the sport. It would be so easy to just get overwhelmed and be like, you guys, just no, I'm not going to be that. And you guys have stayed approachable. I think it's cool to present you guys in a way that we know we can trust if they run into you any time of the year. That relationship that we're all trying to build right now, that you guys are some of the best that we have to offer. And so thank you guys for jumping on.
Well, thanks for the opportunity to do so. I mean, it's rodeos like this that make the difference and give us the chance to interact and let people get to know us. So we're happy to be here.
You bet.
Go find them on social media.
Oh, yeah, you can follow them on social media too.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to transition. We've got John Krimber coming in. John is an interesting one. We're just talking about the girls and the ways that their lives are similar and the ways their lives are different. I'll talk to him about it in a second, but I remember watching videos of John Krimber when he was like a teenager, and him and his buddies might be at the lake, they might be on a boat, they might be just doing stuff that you'd see a teenager doing, and then in the next clip, it's rap music, and he's riding a buck and steer in a pair of like shorts and flip-flops and doing it well. And it was just such an interesting thing to see, like, that the sport of rodeo or bull riding is growing in such a way that our best athletes that we have to offer are transitioning to the sport of rodeo. And so to be sitting here with him is kind of a full circle moment. I think it's awesome to have him on. So without further ado, John,
How you doing?
thanks for jumping on.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Makes me feel old, and I'm sure you get this a lot. You don't even look as old as you actually are. You're not that
No.
old, but you don't even look as old as you actually are.
I get the you look 15 a lot. Okay, it's a lot of girls, a lot of people. Oh, you're just so young. Are you sure? Like, why are you are you old enough to ride bulls? Yes, ma'am. I'm 20 years old. I ride professional bull rider. So, yeah. But it's a good thing, I heard.
Yeah, it will be.
That'll-
It will be
yeah.
the older
You'll
you
fake
get. Yeah, yeah.
Thank
When,
yourself later.
I can't even grow facial hair yet.
You'll get there.
I am told there was a Tate McRae crossover experience when you got to Phoenix.
was
You
life-changing,
want
wasn't
to?
it?
It was life changing.
He made the most of his time. Actually, do you want to hear how this started? So John was going to fly in a day early. And my sister and I, we call him our cousin. We're not cousins, but we got the Brazilian
Yeah.
thing in common, right? So
Hold
we
on,
call him
hold
our
on. How
little
good is her Portuguese, actually?
It's really, really good. Like, it's better than mine.
Okay, sorry.
So we say, hey, you're coming into town. Let's do little girls' night. We're going to get some froyo. Raylan and I flaked out. I got a little sick that night. And we're like, poor John. He's going to be sitting at
you
home
asked John
at
if
the
he wanted to do
hotel.
a girls' night?
No, John asked us if we wanted
Whoa,
to do a
whoa,
girls'
whoa,
night.
whoa! They called it girls' night. I said, "Hey, let's go get something to eat." But I was here by myself. Nobody was here yet.
And
That's
they
the bottom
ditched.
line.
They ditched on
He
me.
was
They
going to
said-
have a boring night at the hotel, right? So when we flaked, we felt awful. You're thinking, man, you know, the poor
He's-
guy, he's going to be
he's-
sitting by himself. No, I'm not kidding you. Not 5 minutes goes by after we told him we couldn't. We see him on his Snapchat story at the Tate McRae concert. I don't know how he got in there so fast, let alone so close to the stage.
Let me
but he
live.
didn't wait
It
a
was
single
a great
second.
time.
He didn't waste a single second.
No, because I knew that she played at 8:30 and it was 8 o'clock. Got there immediately.
Man's got to be
Worked
ready
out
to
well.
act.
I was ready. I was ready.
Did you already have it scripted? Like, if in the event I run across Tate McRae, like your script of what you would say?
I probably would pass out or something. I don't know what would happen. You know, I think I need to see her and then just
Make
you
a plan
know
on the
just
spot.
yeah just see what I'd say. But I just probably like, oh my gosh, how are you, ma'am? I'm a huge fan.
And she'd be like, so good. Thank you for being here. Like, I'm 20.
autograph?
I'm 20.
Me and her are 1 year apart, by the way.
Tate,
Yep. So
just saying. 1 year apart. He's going to age well. He's got strong Brazilian genetics.
yeah.
Successful athlete.
Oh, boy.
I referenced it a second ago. The first time I remember seeing you kind of on my radar, you came across something on my social media, and it was just this fun-loving group of kids that you were like, man, that looks like a group of kids that would be just a fun hang, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if you remember this video, and I don't remember all the details, but it had like a rap song in the background, and like you're riding steers barefoot in your shorts, but then you're
Typical occurrence.
that seems like that's kind of followed you now, because I see a video the other day getting on practice bowls with no shoes on.
Yes, sir.
How is fun something that has to be worked at, or is it just something you're like, this is just it, this is who I am?
It's like, I think it's just who you are, you know. I've always wanted to have fun riding bulls, and I think I always try to keep it fun. So I feel like if you're not having fun, then why are you even doing it? So I just like to enjoy my time, and that day getting on practice bulls was just shorts on and no shoes. You know, it's just we were golfing all day, having a great time, and I'm like, hey, let's go do it. And Clay Guyton, he's actually riding here too, and he told me, he's like, you're not going to get on barefoot and shorts. I'm like, well, yeah, I am. He's like,
now I am.
and I said, now I am. You bet your ass I am. So I did that, and we had a great time. So I think it's just, you know, like I said, just keep it fun and enjoy your time riding bulls.
Yeah. How many of your friends are outside of the bull riding world? Like your hangout buddies, are they all bull riders, or you have friends that don't?
I think my two most best friends, they're bronc riders. Actually, they're named Jay Stout and Cooper Lane. They're in college right now, and you know, those are the people I hang out with the most because they live right there in my town.
So you being friends with college kids, does that mean every time you want to go do something with them, you have to pay for all of it?
Yes, because that's exactly it. You said it. That's Jay Stout and Cooper Lane. If I've ever seen, hey John, you're making a lot of money to pay for my food. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not actually, buddy.
They're like,
but
it's
I'll
not
still-
that you're making a lot of money; it's that we're in college and we
Yeah.
just don't have any money. So we're
Yeah.
either we're not going to do this, or you're going to have to pay.
Yeah, we dang sure we have a great time with my wallet. So
Okay, hey, that's your friends, but your family, I think, is a force to be reckoned with in and out of the arena. Obviously, your dad, for a lot who don't know, was a legend himself. He came from Brazil. Talk about his story and how much that changed your life, because you were brought up here because of him.
yes, of course, that my dad is the main reason I ride bulls. Growing up, I've always wanted to be a bull rider because of him, because I just love watching him, and I thought he's, you know, every time he's riding a bull, he's my superhero, you know. And he unfortunately broke his neck twice and had to quit riding bulls, so it was kind of a tough deal seeing him not get a gold buckle, because that was a guy I've always thought that is a world champion but doesn't have the buckle. So my dad, hopefully one day I'll win both of us a gold buckle. So
I do want to go right off of that and talk about, I guess, the stigma that we have here, whether it's in the PBR or just the bull riding world in general. A lot of people are wondering why in the world are the Brazilians so stinking good. I have my own answer for that, but I want to hear what you would say.
I think it's just the Brazilian guys, they love the sport, and they work hard every single day for it, and they're just trying to, you know, provide for their family and do good for their family, because they come probably from Brazil. It's tougher over there. It's, you know, not very many opportunities. So when they come here, you know, they're here for one thing and one thing only, is that's to provide for their families and, you know, give them a good good life. So
I heard someone compare it the other day to someone making the league and buying their mom a house or a car.
Yes.
It's kind of like that, right? For
Yeah.
maybe the Brazilian ranching families.
Yes.
They might not grow up with very many opportunities. Then all of a sudden, they find out they're really good at riding bulls. They come to the United States and make way more money they even knew
Yes.
they had the opportunity at. Compare your life to what it could have been, right? If you were just bull riding in Brazil, which is still great, but
I don't think I would have made it to where I'm at if I would have been in Brazil till like I was 2015 or end of 2014 is when my dad was like, hey, if we want to give, a future for our son in Rodeo, we're gonna have to go back to the United States. So my mom and my dad seen that, and they prayed about it, and then God answered it, and here we are today.
How much of the culture of Brazil, and I've got some friends, I think of guys like Fred Warnick and Daniel Lopez and some of Junior, obviously,
Yes.
those guys that come over. There is such a genuineness to the guys that I've met that have come over. Just some of the best people. And so how much of that culture, from where your story started, how much of that do you feel like that you still get to create like a little embassy of that here, even living in the U.S.? How much of Brazil do you still feel like you get to experience being on this side?
We live all together, like close by each other over there at the in Decatur. So every week we're cooking, we're having a great time. We're family. A lot of people don't have, family over here. They just got just bull riding buddies. So when we try to be, as close as possible, just to, feel like home. So to have that here in the United States is pretty nice for sure.
Okay, you guys are famously fun havers. I don't know anybody from Brazil that's not fun.
We love having fun.
So I'm trying to put myself in the perspective of a dad, and I'm watching John Krimmer, who is a professional fun haver, who moonlights as a bull rider.
Yeah.
You are jamming out to Nickelback the other day.
I was.
And it's like watching a young guy who, if you take the cowboy hat off, you look like every young guy who's like, yeah. You're not too cool for the moment. You're willing to experience it and have fun. But as a dad, I'm thinking, how do they keep you
On a
within
short
the
leash.
reasonable amount of fun? Because sometimes your momentum just carries you over,
Yeah,
right? Like you can't slow down.
100%.
You're
Yeah,
like,
I
okay, I should have
can't.
seen that coming.
Yeah.
How does the relationship with your family, like last time you got in trouble, how does that go? Do they still have the ability to call you and be like, listen, you might be that out
Yes.
there, but this is how it's going to be here.
100%. My mom, she will get on my butt if I will say something wrong in an interview or do something in the arena, outside the arena. If I fall off and get mad, she's gonna call me as soon as I get to that locker room. Like
Brazilian
oh yeah,
spice, you don't
she.
want it.
Could you give us an example in Portuguese of what it sounds like when your mom calls and you just don't want to fit in the arena? Just like for people that are listening, that we want to experience that moment where your mom is mad in Portuguese. You don't have to tell us what you said.
Well,
You be Maria, I'll be you. What does this sound
no,
like?
no, wait, oh, that's good.
Filho, você não pode fazer isso na arena. Se você fazer isso de novo, eu vou bater em você.
Mamãe, desculpa, me perdoa.
And that's it. There you go.
We've officially proven I'm the stupidest person at this program.
Yeah, she gets really mad at me, but I think it helps me a lot because I shouldn't be doing that in the first place. I should be a professional athlete. Love every moment of it. I try to be, just thankful for the opportunity, and that's what she tells me every time. You're healthy. That's all that matters. Now quit acting like an idiot. And
What are the no-goes? Like, what is the thing that that is the one thing my family has no tolerance for? What is the biggest, to put it in my daughter's terms, like, what's your parents' biggest ick about, like, we never do that? What's the one thing if I cross that line, whether it's attitude or behavior or language or whatever, what is the one thing that they're the most, like, never that?
I don't know. I think just not taking my career in a serious way. I think they not in a serious way. It's just like I don't know, like get mad after I fall off, throwing my stuff, breaking a locker
So you
room
can
or
get
something.
mad, you just can't throw a little
Like throw a
temper
tantrum. Oh yeah, no, that's one thing. When I was growing up, I seen J.B. Mooney. I was a guy I've always looked up to and stuff, and I seen him throw his stuff one time, and I was like, dang, that looks pretty cool.
We watched bull riding in slow motion. I could just imagine like a little John Crimber, like slow motion, the
Drawing the helmet.
throw, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, what was the angle on his elbow right there? How could I got it?
Yeah, I was
You
looking
just
at
wait.
TV.
I
I was
got
like, I
this.
told myself, like, fall off again. I'm gonna do that. You know, maybe they'll think I'm cool. And
Well,
I did do that.
So
It's-
JB Mooney is responsible for you getting
He
spankings.
is. I do remember it too, because it was. That
heard
was
it
him.
here first.
Yeah, JB Mooney. You hearing that?
Well, it is
Yes.
interesting how young you are. Honestly, a lot of your most critical teenage learning years have happened here in the
Yes.
arena or in the rodeo scene, which can be really hard because there's a lot of moving waves here, and you might get caught by the tide
Yeah.
sometimes. So it probably comes with a lot of spankings.
Yeah. Growing up, like I said, my dad, as soon as I did the first time, he said, "Hey, if you ever do that again, I will sell your stuff and you will not ride bulls anymore." And I said, "Yes, sir. I will never do that again." So
You're like, I was just trying it out. Dad.
yeah, I was like,
I don't even know if I like it. I don't
Yeah.
know. We're workshopping some ideas. Tell me a little bit about your experience at the Hondo, because a lot of these guys are coming from a rodeo background. And for people that don't know, rodeo and the PBR are very different in their culture and their delivery, and a lot of the styles are very different, and it all happens in a cowboy hat, right?
Yes, sir.
The Hondo, to me, has got a lot of reasons why it's unique. Right here, as we get ready to kind of wrap up, what are you seeing at the Hondo, coming from a different environment than a lot of the other guys? What are you seeing here that's drawn you to this event specifically?
just how everybody's just having a great time. I love how the production's set up. They have a great show after the bull ride, and they have a great show for the rodeo as well. Just not like just the rodeo athletes in general. They got the best of the best in the bareback riding through bull riding.
Right.
It's
Every event's an all-star.
yeah. You're watching gladiators. Going at it every single event. So just to have that, it's like a mini NFR to me. If I thought of something like that. So
Wait, are we breaking news? Are we thinking that John might be thinking NFR thoughts someday?
yeah, hey, whoa.
Whoa,
Breaking news, John Crimber, is making the 2025 NFR this year. I entered it last week. Books open.
Yeah, those are open.
But, I think like I said, I want rodeo eventually one of these days. So,
Any other events? Like if you're
I
rodeo,
don't know. I might go for that all-around Stetson, so you better watch out, buddy.
Hey.
what would the second event
Saddle
be?
bronc.
too.
I'll go
Are you a
bronc.
saddle rider?
No, I'm not a saddle
yet?
rider. No, but I want to be.
How hard could it be?
He'll do that barefoot
Exactly.
too.
Dude,
no.
if you'll ride saddle bronc horse bareback,
If you can spur with
or,
no
I mean,
socks on,
saddle
that's
bronc
crazy.
barefoot.
Yeah, that probably
Yeah,
wouldn't happen.
no spurs. Just cutting your heels up on all those cinches. Are pretty good.
Yeah, no, but it's fun. I enjoy it coming to the Hondo. Just like I said, experience that rodeo atmosphere, and
Yep.
it's something I'd love to come back every year for sure.
Yep. Perfect. Well, man, thank you for jumping on. You guys, this is going to wrap up the pre-show. Thank you guys. Remember, you got people you can watch tonight. You got some buy-in, some of the backstories. It gives you somebody to look for. If you're new to rodeo, this is what we are going to do moving forward. We want you to know as much about the guys as we can. Put it in a way that is easy to understand so that the moment you walk in, you feel like you belong here the minute you walk through the doors without having to know anything. So thank you guys for jumping on. We're going to head into the rodeo here in just a minute.
Here we go, ride, cowboy, ride. Hey, I like the way we're starting this rodeo party tonight. Cowboy, baby, with the top hat and the sunshine shining. Cowboy, baby, West Coast chillin' with the boom. I wanna be a cowboy, baby. Ride that night 'cause I sleep all day. Cowboy, baby. Ride that night 'cause I sleep all day. Cowboy, baby. I can smell a pig from a mile away.